Greetings, brethren. I was made aware of this video by a brother in Christ, so I'm going to check this out. It's the wife of Manuel Johnson of Mega Praise Ministries, and I was checking this out, and I had to, cover it. This is really, she talks about the rapture, but she talks about um through your traits, through joy and stuff, the godly traits that um you vibrate at a certain frequency that'll open up the door of heaven, and you'll be raptured because you're doing godly things. So this is just sounds awful lot like occultism and new age thought. So this is why, when you look towards, you know, so modern prophets, so-called modern prophets, that you have to really be aware, because they um they can even get mixed up with occultism, New Age thought. Well, there's New Age thought in occultism, so it's just New Age is just taking Eastern religions like Hinduism and mixing them up with Christian thought or attaching them to Christ. So let's take a listen to her name is Sheva Johnson.
Shiva Johnson here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the most confusing concept to many people, which is the concept of the rapture. First of all, what is the rapture? The rapture is when an entity such as you or me is caught up and is translated to the dimension of heaven, to the glory realm. Okay, so from our realm, you get caught up to the glory realm.
Well, translation of certain individuals, translation and is being caught up bodily, yes. But the rapture, this happens at a point of time for everyone. But you have exceptions. Certain individuals were translated into heaven, was taken away into heaven. But with the rapture, people who are on earth will be transformed into a heavenly body, not like you see, like she was going to mention Enoch, and not like Enoch. He was translated.
And for that, a portal needs to be open. For someone to be translated from one dimension to another, a portal or a door or between the two dimensions need to open. And I believe I have explained to you before that the way to open portals or doors between dimensions is by generating the vibrations or the frequencies of that realm that you.
So that's what I'm pointing at. The vibrations. It's a new age thought. In Hinduism, there's seven chakras that you ascend. You're working at um, through mantras, through meditation and stuff to obtain opening a certain uh, spiritual consciousness, and to work through the seven chakras to obtain like Christ-like, personality or status. So just new age thought here. But yeah, the individual that like I was saying, are translated. The rapture is a changing of the actual human body and being caught up into heaven, but Enoch was, translated. So it's a particular time that the rapture happens. I mean, translation could be said an individual rapture, being caught up, what it means being caught up, but it's not a rapture in a different sense because you're changed in the rapture into a heavenly body, a body that is incorruptible. So it's not, in that sense, it's not like the rapture, but it's in a particular time. Um, that for so we say unto you that the word of the Lord, that they that which are alive remain unto the coming of the Lord, so that the particular time shall not prevent them that are asleep. For the Lord shall descend from heaven with a shout, the shout, um, the last trump of God. We shall be changed, and dead shall rise first. But this also the talking about the part here parsing out is the first resurrection. Um, you could say if you parse out, but so with last Trump, you know, it's a particular time. It's not like the individual rapture. Yes, it's the individual rapture, like a translated into heaven is like a sort of a rapture. It's the same kind of deal that you're being caught up, meaning being caught up, but it's not because we are changed. Our bodies put off corruption, put on incorruption. We have heavenly bodies, and translation is just they take these individuals up with their bodies, really, some particular time.
You want to be caught up to. So you have to give off, if you want to be caught up to the dimension of heaven, you need to emanate waves of love, peace, joy, the fruit of the Spirit, gentleness, patience, kindness, purity, all the fruit, all the heavenly vibrations. Okay, when that's intense enough, when you give off these vibrations intensely enough, that opens a portal. That's why so many people get heavenly experiences, heavenly visitations. And if only your soul gets to that level of vibration of glory, then people have out of body experiences. That is, their spiritual body leaves their physical body and enters, gets translated into the heavenly realm, and they get heavenly visitations. But if this joy and peace and love, all the vibrations of heaven that you emanate, are so intense that even your body starts vibrating with those frequencies, then body and soul, even your physical body, can get caught up. And that's what the rapture is. That's how Enoch was raptured. Okay? So Enoch started giving off the frequencies of God, the frequencies of the spiritual realm. Not the spiritual realm, because spiritual realm has both dark and light.
When you hear that, Enoch started to emanate, giving off frequencies of God. So that's why he was translated.
Started giving off frequencies of God, the frequencies of the spiritual realm. Not the spiritual realm, because spiritual realm has both dark and light. The frequencies of the heavenly, the glory realm. And that's how he got caught up. Okay, the Bible says, by faith, Enoch was translated.
Yeah, because okay, it was because of his faith, because his walk with God, not because his faith opened the door of heaven, and he ascended to heaven because of his because the faith um made him vibrate same frequency of the heavenly realm. So the heavenly realm opened and took him up. No, um, Enoch walked with God, and Enoch with God and was not, but God took him. God took him. It was God. God translated. Not that his faith uh, made him vibrate. So the door of heaven made the door of heaven open, and the heavenly realm, synced up with his frequency, and he went up into heaven. Now, so that's enough. So you gotta be really careful that about when you check out these people that they call themselves prophets, these modern so-called prophets. That's why you have to really have to be careful when you check out these people that call themselves prophets. You know, what are they teaching? Because I mean, they think they're getting revelation from God and these new revelations from God, and really, it's not all new revelations; it's old revelations, old heresies, really, and old demonic activity, doctrine systems. Really, this is New Age thought. New Age thought was used in occultism and the same deal. So we're going to go to look at this guy, Manly P. Hall. He is a mystic and occultist. Um, but his book, The Lost Keys of Freemasonry, and this is, let's see, page 53, about that you're vibrating. The Freemasonry, they send, they are seekers of this wisdom of greater light, but it's a satanic um, a loot that they draw the light from Lucifer, the being of Lucifer. Um, but they're a seeker, this divine architect of the sky, this wisdom, divine wisdom. They to ascend to godhood, to achieve, to get them closer to God, to get them to go to heaven. So let's read this. It is a great yearning within the heart of man, which sends him slowly onward toward the gate of the temple. It is the inner urge of greater understanding and greater light, which brought into being through the law of necessity the great cosmic um, Masonic lodge dedicated to this cosmic Masonic lodge or the heavenly temple, so that the God's heavenly temple, throne room, which that's what they're calling it. The cosmic Masonic lodge is God's throne, what they call God's throne. So it's where they're seeking union, the power of the light, that their prison walls might be removed. The prison walls means their flesh, this physical existence. This shall not be this shell cannot be discarded. It must be raised into union with the life. Each dead crystallized atom in the human body must be set vibrating. So every atom in the human body must be set vibrating and spinning a higher rate of consciousness. So obtaining, this joy, peace, comfort, love, that it starts emanating a frequency or vibration of the heavenlies. So it kind of sinks into the heavenlies, so you be taken up. That's what uh, the wife of Manuel Johnson, the one that we just watched, this woman is talking about that. You know, he's saying that the vibration, when you're emanate these qualities, syncs up with the frequency of the heavenly realm, so you'd be taken up. But what um Manly P. Hall was talking about, that through wisdom you gain this light from the great architect of the universe, that you start uh, through wisdom and divine light, you gain more light, you gain this more godly divine consciousness, that through knowledge they start vibrating, through their purification through knowledge and through service to the fellow man and kindred, subsequently unfolds the mystic properties, build better and more perfect bodies, through which his higher life secures a great manifestation, the expression of man through constructive thought, emotion, action, and liberates the higher nature from bodies which crystallized state are capable of giving him natural opportunities. So that's occultism or Freemasonry, New Age thought. So this is New Age beliefs. The goal, you can become God. So through um, awakening your Christ consciousness or your divine consciousness, you can become God. The goal of those in the New Age is remember that every human is God, but have forgotten their divine nature and path of enlightenment, have followed to guide them to remember their divine nature. Those who believe can choose to go through a spiritual evolution to transcend the reality they live in and revert to a point of consciousness at the Big Bang through transcendental meditation. So meditation, through wisdom, through light, but occultism through um, the light of Lucifer, sorts of consciousness. Why it's wrong? God formed man, a mortal being, and it's the lie from the serpent from the Garden of Eden, from Satan himself, that you can become gods yourself. Um, Humans forgot the perfect divine nature. Any sense of the negative perspective of self rejected because of whatever so you think, you become. So this is a law of attraction. So whatever you think, like positive thoughts, positive things come your way, like karma. That you do good things come your way. So if you think positive thoughts, or like you uh continually fill with joy, peace, comfort, joy, that um you'll be gain godly traits. So that's what that's what it is. There's vibrations through godly traits, that these traits emanate a frequency that'll open up the doorway of heaven. It'll sync up with the frequency of the heavenly realms and take you up. This is just cultist New Age thought. So that's why when someone says they're a prophet, usually they're off in the weeds on a lot of things. They start with, well, I'm getting revelations of the future, and sometimes they go off to different things. Well, because they believe new revelations to happen now, and they're getting new revelations which contradict the word, even though it's rooted in the contained in the realm of being biblical, but sometimes they go off to occultism, Freemasonry thought without really realizing it. So, no, disengage from Sheva Johnson and Mega Brace Ministries. Do not watch them. They're filled with lies and occultist, demonic stuff. And just stay away. It's not of Christ. It's not of Christ. Being filled with demonic stuff. So I really just stay away. This is not what is true. We're taken when we die, our soul goes to heaven, straightly to heaven, because we are saved and we are raptured. God will take us to heaven, not that we are godly and vibrate the same frequency as heaven, thus opening the way to heaven, or some nonsense like that. It's just nonsense. It's demonic. Stay away. I don't know how people can even stomach this. Really, they keep on watching it. Well, they're wrong one spot, but I can still watch. Well, when they espouse occultic doctrines, you should just write them off. Really, they're meddling with the demonic systems. So of the deception of the devil. It's deception, really, deception of the devil, really, and the powers of Satan, because that's what they draw the light, the wisdom. Occultism draw the wisdom from Lucifer himself. So it's just you know, this is New Age thought, demonic. So stay away, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.